want to show you guys how to make 4 classic barbecue sauces. We're going to start with a Carolina-based mustard, move on to Memphis for a sweet-based sauce. We're going to do a vinegary, spicy version, and also my personal favorite, the Alabama white sauce. All right, let's go. For a mustard-based sauce, you want to start with a hot pan, then heating it up on the grill, and I'm going to take some vinegar, and of course, some good old-fashioned yellow mustard, and some honey. Then we have some brown sugar. I'm gonna take my pan back to the hot grill, bring it up to a simmer, and cook it just until the sugar and the honey melt. The Carolina mustard sauce is great on many things. Delicious on some sausages. We've got some smoked sausages and some hot links on the grill. I'm gonna hit this with a little black pepper, and then just a pinch of cayenne. All the makings of a classic mustard sauce. Been simmering now for about 20 minutes, anywhere between 250, 300 degrees. Now, like most barbecue, which is regional, sauces are always regional. Now, this Carolina mustard is a great example of that. Early settlers of Carolinas, South Carolina in particular, were German, so they brought mustard with them. Mustard was a major ingredient in all their cooking, and it sort of translated into this mustard barbecue sauce. So we've got tangy, we've got sweet, we've got some spice going on here. We've got a little slight bite of vinegar. All the makings of a classic mustard sauce. Next, we're going to give a huge nod to the regions of Memphis, St. Louis, and Kansas City barbecue sauce with a very traditional sweet sauce. This is great on ribs, which we're going to be serving it with today, as well as smoked chicken. First thing we want to do is get our skillet nice and hot off the grill, a little olive oil, some garlic, and some onion. And I'm gonna saute this down just a few minutes here until it gets nice and tender. All right, I've got my vinegar, apple cider vinegar, got some honey, a little brown sugar, ketchup, give it a little stir, a little Worcestershire sauce, and some celery seed. You're gonna have this great combination of the sweetness of the honey, the really dark colors of the brown sugar, as well as sweetness. You're gonna have the apple juice, which is gonna give it kind of this really bright flavor. All right, our sauce is beginning to bubble, which is exactly what we want. It's gonna be an amazing sweet sauce for our smoky ribs. Oh yeah, beautiful red color. Now, the sauce has been simmering for about 20 minutes or so, and it is taking on all of the flavors from the apple juice, the vinegar, the ketchup, the brown sugar, the honey. Now, this is perfect. So we're ready to sauce our ribs. I'm gonna spoon a bunch of this on, come back through with a brush, make sure it's evenly coated. You can still see the bits of onion and garlic. It's gonna have a little texture to the sauce, still nice and smooth and perfectly sweet and perfect on ribs. And there you have it. Nailed it. God, I've got like sauce all over me. Vinegar barbecue sauce, easily one of the simplest of all sauces, but packs so much flavor, sweetness, heat, obviously a big vinegar back. We're gonna take a little brown sugar, some cayenne pepper, a little crushed red pepper, and some hot sauce. Now this sauce hails from the eastern part of Carolina, where they are making this with sometimes just 3 ingredients, sometimes more. We like to add a little bit more to ours with the addition of sugar and some hot sauce. Now, I've got here some cider vinegar and a little white wine vinegar. Make sure you are sealed super tight. Now you just give it a good shake. You really want to shake until that sugar dissolves. Now, a question I've gotten before is, what is ideal to serve this on? Is this good on brisket or other barbecued beef? Well, the flavors don't pair so well with beef. This vinegar and spiciness is really made for pork or even a base for some ribs. Now, there's no real trick to this. I'm just gonna pour it on, see the flecks of chili, and there you have a very simple, classic, unbelievably delicious vinegar-based barbecue sauce. All right, for our last sauce, we're gonna make the very classic and much talked about Alabama white barbecue sauce. Now, we get the question quite often, what is white barbecue sauce? Well, white barbecue sauce was started in North Alabama as a sauce and condiment for smoked chicken. It was invented by Big Bob Gibson of Big Bob Gibson's Barbecue. Really felt strongly that his other sauces weren't meant for chicken. They were meant for his ribs and meant for his pork. So he came up with a mayonnaise-based, vinegar, black pepper-based sauce for his smoked chicken. So to make it, we're gonna add a little Worcestershire sauce, garlic powder, a little onion powder, some cider vinegar, a little hot sauce, some mayo, gonna add a little water, some healthy pinches of ground black pepper. This can be served on the side. You can take this and brush it on your chicken. I've got some chicken quarters on the grill. Now the classic white barbecue is made for smoked chicken. It sort of helps balance that level of smoke, gives some fattiness to it, because chicken is obviously much leaner than pork. We're gonna pull them off, sauce them up, very classic Big Bob style. There are many ways you can sauce your smoked chicken with white barbecue sauce, but BBQ&A's good friend and award-winning pitmaster Chris Lilly showed me the original way to sauce your chicken. You gotta get right in there. And just dunk those pieces, showing it all the love. So we have the 4 classics. We have mustard, sweet, vinegar, and Alabama white sauce. Check out Southern Living YouTube, leave us a comment, and ding the bell.